Today's collectible spot, we're having a look at the Vannen Watches Dexter, the Dark Passenger watch. This watch is an artist collaboration between graphic designer Ty Matson and Showtime for the TV program Dexter. So if you're certainly a fan of Dexter, this watch probably would be something that you would want to pick up. Now, unfortunately, this particular watch, as with some of the collaborations that Vannen has done with artist series, this particular watch is unfortunately limited to 300 pieces. This particular piece, as well as all the other 300 pieces, does have the artist's signature down below. This was signed by, of course, Ty Matson. This particular watch is a Showtime exclusive, which I will provide the link down below. If they are still available, you can pick these up not only for yourself, if you're a big fan of Dexter, but for your Dexter fan, friend, family member out there, if they're a fan of Dexter, this would be an amazing piece to pick up. Surprisingly, Vannen Watches has received a lot of emails as to when they were ever going to do a Dexter collaboration or Dexter style of watch. Then they stumbled upon the print series that Ty had done for Showtime, and I guess they had fallen so much in love with it that they enlisted him to do the designs for the band and, of course, the face of the watch here. What I am going to do is I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get this opened up, and certainly when we come back, yes, we are going to have a better look at the Vannen Watches Dexter Dark Passenger watch. There's more heading your way, guys. Stay tuned. Spot didn't actually take it completely out of packaging. I just want to show you the acrylic cases that these come in. They are well known for really all their Vannen watches. When you get them in this nice protective case. Nothing's going to happen to the watch, which I like. What really got me interested with Vannen Watches as a whole was the Walking Dead Horde watch, which you have already seen the review of. Just the artwork that was on that piece and in the watch has really got me interested in more Vannen watches. Now, while I haven't gotten completely into Dexter, I started watching the first season, and it was one of those things where I started watching it, I enjoyed it, but then, unfortunately, Spot got into Breaking Bad, and Dexter kind of got sidetracked. But now that I've finished watching Breaking Bad, and oh my god, I miss it so much. But once I've now finished Breaking Bad, I'm going to want to go back and try to finish the rest of Dexter. I mean, the artwork on these, not only certainly the Dark Passenger watch, the Dexter piece here, but really a lot of these pieces that Vannen are producing are just really amazing pieces. On the back it says Vannen 2013. Dexter. But like just this artwork all over it, Ty Matson. I mean, there's a simplicity to it that I really like. They're bold. With their simplicity, there's certainly a bold contrast with some of the symbols along on top of the black strap here. The colorings all work very well too, with the darker pink, the white, and the black. All really come together to make a really solid watch. That same print, or that same design, is carried over into the face of the watch. And once again, both the minute and hour hand is in a bold bar. So it's not going to be a very thin minute and hour hand, which I like. Especially when you have an image like this, you don't want a very small hands. And I'm glad Vannen always puts a bold minute and hour hand on there. Also, you got Dexter right here, where you can, I don't know what you would actually call this, but the little adjustment where you would actually slide the strap, into. But it is definitely a very nice looking watch. It's one of those things where I know I really should have kept it sealed, and the signature still is there on the box, but I definitely wanted to get this reviewed for you guys. There is, as I've mentioned before, there's such a big market for people out there that collect watches. Now, watches aren't really just the black band things that we used to have. I know when I was a kid, I had a black band watch, and it had, I think, a white face. A little white face with black hands and stuff like that. It was simple. Watches certainly have come a long way, and when you look at pieces like this, you can really appreciate that these are not only just watches, and they do serve a practical purpose, but there's also definitely a design collection there as well. If you're a fan of Vannen Watches, like Spot's really getting himself into, if you're a fan of Vannen Watches, but certainly also a fan of Dexter, this would be an amazing piece to pick up. Again, unfortunately though, if they are still available, there are only 300 of these available, so if you're interested in checking these out, click the link down below. Today's collectible spot, we were having a look at the Vannen Watches Dexter Dark Passenger watch. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned. Spot's going to have a look at a couple more Vannen Watches that I was able to pick up. Those are definitely heading your way. See you guys next time.